I'm Mike.
And I'm
And
Stephanie.
we're Van Life Sheldon, he's our yellow belly slider turtle over there. Sorry, guys, disconnected on the last live stream. So I'm going to have to go in here and make sure that other live stream is not still up. So, but let me see if I can't check that real quick while a few people get on here. Because this
Definitely.
is definitely a different live than the other one, which I'm not even getting
Right.
any of that on the phone here. So as people come on, we'll get back to what we were doing a minute ago, guys.
Hi, RVS is in April. And
Good
hi,
deal.
Roy.
Sorry, guys. Once we go live, it seems like a lot of people start texting us and messaging us on Messenger and all kinds of stuff, and it just locks up the phone. So, but I got us back on, and let's see if we can't start this over. As you know, we are right here at the Ishintuckney Springs Campground. We've been hanging out here for a little while. Mother's Day was
Yesterday.
yesterday, and we both got to spend some really good time on the phone
Mm.
and everything for Mother's Day with our mothers. But we had a subscriber get a hold of us because her mom is here at the campground.
Yes.
And so since she's here, she tried to get some flowers
Hmm.
delivered, and it was going to be over $100 to have some flowers delivered here to the campground.
Yes, because
So,
we are pretty far out from anywhere. Florida White is a very small town, and to get anything really, you have to go to Lake City, which is about an
mhm,
hour. Well, luckily, I actually had a friend here in town who was actually going to the bigger town, Lake City.
mhm,
So she came back, she got some flowers, and we're
uh-huh,
actually going to go deliver them to a lady here in the campground
in
for
the
Mother's
for
Day.
Mother's Day. So
Yes.
she couldn't get anybody to deliver them. So last night she messaged me about 6 o'clock. We
Hmm.
were down at William and Shelly's hanging out. They did a
Yes.
huge barbecue,
Right.
great food, a nice, homemade meal for us. And we hung out there. And about midnight, I came back and I was checking but her daughter's not a friend of ours on Facebook.
Right.
So her message kind of went in the spam folder. But I like to check that folder, once a week. But I checked it last night,
Good thing we
and
did.
and she left us a message saying, I did some things for my mom for Mother's Day, but I really wanted to send her some flowers. And is
Yes.
there any way you could get some flowers to her? And of course, we said anything for our subscribers.
Absolutely.
So, and this person has been so sweet to us while we've been here.
Yeah.
So, why wouldn't we do it? So,
Right.
she
Without further ado.
do. I guess we've got 25 people on. Let's flip the camera around and head from our campsite. As you can see, we're at a different campsite. You don't know that yet because we're a couple days behind on our videos, but the week it got really busy for the weekend, and a whole a group of people kind of took the pavilion and the whole field there. So we moved up a little closer to the office, right behind the camp host and close to the clubhouse.
Mhm.
And you'll get to see that in a second. And we'll show you that in the next coming up videos. I've got some video of us moving and doing more projects and doing some things. But like Steph said, without further ado, let's go find somebody and surprise her. I hope she's not watching on the live here, but even if she is,
She'll be
that's
really
okay. She's
surprised
going to be
then.
really surprised. So, all
Ready?
right, let's take a little walk, guys. Sorry, I'm not using a gimbal or anything. You want to show them the flowers?
Waiting.
All right, let's show you the flowers. We got them from Publix.
Look at
Super
how
huge thanks.
nice.
You know,
Thank you, Shelly, for going to Publix and picking them up.
and
We couldn't have done this
if you
without you.
don't know, Publix is probably about a 25-30 minute drive from here.
Yeah,
The
you have to go to Lake City. Definitely out of Fort White to get nice flowers like
Yeah,
these.
and the nearest Walmart is 45 minutes away, almost 30 to 45 minutes away. So we are in the middle of nowhere. So I understand why they didn't want to deliver. I hope I
Yeah.
don't lose connection. Just bear with us if we do.
I think
But
we'll try to walk real
yeah, we're going to try to
slow.
walk really slow.
And we're gonna go up to the clubhouse, so hopefully the internet connection will be better
once we get over there. Yeah. All right.
We have to look out for Shark because sometimes she's out in her chair.
Yeah, we don't know where she's at. Oh, I see her.
Door.
I see her. So, all right. Good deal. Carl did a little surveillance for me to find her. I appreciate that, buddy. It helped us out a little bit. We're going to flip the camera around and let you see what we're seeing. All right. Well, I don't think she has a clue. Hey, Shar. You're live on YouTube. You're live on YouTube right now, Shar. Your daughter Jolene called us.
Said she wanted to wish you a happy Mother's Day.
No.
Oh my
She wants to
God.
give you some flowers and a big old hug.
Oh, is that sweet?
Those are from Jolene.
Oh,
Yep,
thank you, Jolene.
She got a hold of us yesterday after calling you and putting some things on Facebook. She just felt like she didn't do enough. So she tried to get somebody to deliver flowers out here.
Is it a joke?
No, it's not a joke. She tried to get someone to deliver flowers out here, but they wanted a lot of money to do it. So she thought, how can I do this another way? So she got a hold of us, and somebody went into Publix this morning and got you some flowers.
You know, it was enough what she wrote. It was beautiful.
It was beautiful. I read it. It
Got
was.
me crying again.
Aww. Well, she's live on this live stream right now, so she can see you. Yes.
Thanks, Jolene. Your mama loves you.
Aww.
I loved you anyway, but
She's watching you on the TV at the house right now. So.
Well, call me later when you know more about Bob.
All righty, that works.
Thank
Happy
you.
Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
You're
So,
welcome.
and you guys don't know this, but today in a little bit, we're gonna pull this fantastic fan out of here and put a Max Air fan in her for Mother's Day. So, yay! So Tink gets a little time on the camera.
Yeah.
Good
My
deal.
grandkids love that. They
Aww.
don't care about their grandma. They just love Tink.
Say hi
Aww.
to your fans.
Say hi to all your fans, Tink.
Say hi. I'm a YouTuber too.
Aw.
I'm gonna start my own channel.
Yes.
You should, Tink. You should.
Oh,
She
awesome.
hates cameras.
But she
Oh,
doesn't
wow.
know she's on the phone right now.
Yeah.
Well,
Your YouTube live.
Thank you guys.
you're
Very
welcome.
welcome.
And we'll let you get back to your
Okay.
normal stuff. I see you got an Amazon
Yes,
package.
tomorrow.
Oh, that
I'll
works.
check.
It might be today. Who knows? We'll
Yeah.
see. All right. Well, we'll let you be. And
Thank you, Jolene.
We love
Mama
you.
loves you.
there you go. A special surprise for one of our subscribers. All right, guys. We'll go back over here to the campsite. Kind of. There she is calling, I bet.
Yeah.
We'll go back over here to the campsite and kind of finish up the live for a few minutes, guys. And we'll
But
get
we
off
are
of here.
So glad you came on here and was a part of that because it's always fun to surprise somebody.
Yeah, it's always good. I'm really glad she felt comfortable enough to give us a message and get a hold of us to do that for her, because it was very nice.
Yes. And it all just worked out.
It all just kind of worked out.
All
Like I
pieces fell
said,
together.
we were over at Shelley's and Williams yesterday hanging out. So Steph just buzzed them early this morning, so we didn't have to break camp.
And they just so happened to already be in Lake City, so it was easy for her to stop and go ahead and get the flowers. So we didn't even have to leave camp to surprise Shar, and I think that's why
That's
she was really surprised because
She
today
knew we didn't
never
leave.
left camp.
And I told her we were going to be doing the Max Air fan so today, and I'm sure she was wondering why I wasn't over there earlier to do the Max Air fan, but that's kind of why. is because we kind of had this kind of plan.
And
so
we definitely wanted to surprise her. And I think we did a great job.
I think
Jolene,
we
you did
did.
an amazing job. Happy Mother's Day. You two guys, two ladies are amazing.
So I guess we're at 10 minutes on this. Unless you guys got some questions, you know, I do see Stephen was asking how your mom is doing. So
my mom is doing a lot better, actually. Thank you for asking. I really appreciate that.
if you don't know, she had a couple heart attacks and a stroke last year, and that was one of the reasons we decided to come back for Christmas this year.
She does have a big surgery coming up. They're still working to get that scheduled and all figured out. But if we ever hear more on that, we'll definitely let you guys know.
We'll definitely keep you posted.
I think because of COVID-19, that's postponed for a long time.
For a little bit.
For a couple months.
Also, yesterday, you know, we're deep in the forest here in Florida. Like I was saying a little bit ago, it's 30 to 45 minutes to go to even to a Walmart or anything.
Exactly.
But yesterday, when we were getting ready to go over to Mother's Day over at Shelley and Williams, Steph got a tick on her last night.
You might have been able to see it.
Right here on her neck.
Pretty big
and
spot.
It burrowed inside underneath her skin overnight. And whenever we got up in the morning, we were sitting here having some coffee, and I looked over and I noticed I know she has this little spot on her neck, which is fine, a little mole. Well, this little mole here.
That's a bug bite.
No, that one's a mole, but down there's a bug bite. But you know, she has a couple little moles, and I kind of know where they're at. And I looked on her neck, and she had something really dark on her neck, and I was able to pull it out of there. Unfortunately, it's horrible having these ticks out here, but they're pretty thick this year.
Hey, Lance.
Are you guys going to be staying in that area for the summer? Or are you guys planning on going somewhere else? And are you waiting to see what happens with the whole pandemic? Well, we got challenged by RV Prepper Wayne for the 10 challenges for quarantine, and we haven't done that video yet. And I want to say sorry that I haven't done that video yet. We've been really busy, but we are going to get to that video. But we haven't decided. We haven't decided if we're going to stay here and hang out and kind of do the springs, or if we're going to make a big jump out of here. What's your all's opinion? Should we be traveling now, or should we be waiting it out here? I guess is, you know, a good question to ask. Should we be traveling now? And I guess I was going to make a whole little video about that, but we really want to see the springs here. There's a bunch of springs and natural springs here in North Florida that we've been to a few of them, but not a lot. So there's a lot of stuff to explore here. And hey, Ken, how's it going? Getting ready for work? Good to see you on, buddy. But there's a lot of stuff to explore here, but it is going to start getting pretty warm in Florida. And I know it's really hard to say, and it's hard to decide if we should be traveling or not. They've been so nice to let us stay here, but we're going on 2 months of being here, guys.
And we know that there's other places, like a couple of people we knew, they went up to Georgia and they did a couple of waterfalls in Georgia and things like that, and they were able to find private camping like this where you could pay for camping. But the whole thing is Mike and I, we don't really pay to camp, and so for us the question is boondocking whether or not, because as much as law enforcement does say they're not trying to bother anybody at this time about that, we are in the state of Florida where they're trying to reopen. So that might not be the thing anymore. And that's the whole thing with the pandemic, is everything changes so rapidly. And we could always just go for a couple of small trips to see how it is, because we know that we have campers coming in here and they're camping and they're getting away from their areas. I think as long as we stay away from the big cities and things like that,
just kind of stay out in the country, I think we'd be pretty good, you know. Join Boondockers Welcome. Honestly, I don't think Boondockers Welcome is accepting anyone right now because of this COVID-19 thing. We had thought about joining Boondockers Welcome, and I think that's great. I think it would be something that we were definitely interested in doing. But with this whole thing that's going on right now, I don't think a lot of people would really appreciate us having someone boondocking in their yard. I'm thinking that that's really kind of kind of not shut down but slowed down a lot, the availability on those, because each person can put their own availability on there if they want to have someone or not. And you can look on Boondockers Welcome to see what's in your area without being a member. And a lot of them in this area are not accepting people just because they don't want strangers in their yard and stuff. And I know that's going to start to change, but I think Boondockers Welcome is great. But at the same time, we really want to be, I think, because of this event and virus and pandemic that's going on, we need to stay in places that are wooded and less populated. So even if we do start to travel, we really don't want to be infringing on people and staying in big cities and stuff like you were saying. But we have considered maybe if some subscribers were willing. I know we got a bunch of responses early on when we were coming here a couple months ago. We've considered going in and meeting some of our subscribers and seeing how they feel about us, maybe boondocking in their driveway or whatever. But I think that would be on a case by case basis because of the way this is all happening. And we don't want to spread anything. We don't want to be part of the problem. We want to be part of the solution. So that's why we've stayed put here for 2 months straight.
Definitely.
You know, they're welcoming all full timers. All right. Well, it kind of limits you still. I mean, I know it's a service, but it goes back to you're still paying to stay somewhere, and I know it's cheap, but
Now
we
you
still,
sound wishy-washy.
I know we still really, and this time I don't think Boondockers Welcome is a good choice for us. A couple of months ago, I was considering it, but it's kind of like the Thousand Trails, and Eric made a thing, about, I know it's $30 a year, but
which really is
nothing.
When you break it down,
right?
Like, that is probably one of the cheapest options. But it is this time when, like, right now we knew these people that we were here with at the campground, well, except for the campers, but we try to stay our distance.
Yeah, we kind of keep our distance.
But if we knew this group of people before the pandemic, so we kind of knew they were already out here in a rural area. They weren't having too much interaction with what was going on. So that's why we do feel safe here. And then when you start meeting subscribers, that's where it gets a little different because, they could be closer to the outskirts of the city or things like that.
And we're not trying to go into someone's home. Our biggest thing is we would probably have already moved on from here if our gyms would have opened up. That's kind of our stipulation now. I don't have the door open. We do have a Camp Chef outdoor hot water heater instant on, and we can take a shower outside without a problem. But it's really nice to have a shower here at the campground, and we might have went on and explored and tried to kind of move on and do some boondocking. But without our gym, Anytime Fitness being open and not us having access to a shower, it's starting to get pretty warm here in Florida, guys, and humid. And I know a lot of you on the West Coast don't understand this, but in Florida, at the end of the evening, even if you've really done very little during the day, you feel very sticky and clammy. And the humidity.
There's a lot of times in the middle of the day in Florida, you just need a cold rinse off to bring your body temperature down because of the humidity. It gets up to 100% here. So it does get really hot in Florida. So that's why we are trying to get on move on out of Florida because we've been in Florida in the summer in the van. And it
for 2 summers during college.
It wasn't enjoyable and it's not something we want to do again. So we are trying to look for states to go to. We were really hoping to go to Colorado for the summer, but Colorado is really strict on rules right now because we've been staying in contact with a couple of our friends there,
That have
and
property, you know.
and they said that they can't even leave 10 miles from their house, let alone have any other visitors come. So we've been putting our feelers out there, see where we want to go and things like that.
Yeah.
But it just seems like it isn't the time yet.
It isn't the time yet. And in Colorado, the reason we're thinking it is because 2 years ago we did Colorado and we kind of moved fast and furious, not staying at places very long. And during the summer, last year we did all of California and Oregon and Washington, and I'm really glad we did that because they're some of the strictest now. Oregon has shut down all of their national forest because people are dumping their waste down the ground there. So all of the national forests, we have a friend, Dave, that's in the forest now. He had a ranger visit him and he's thinking about moving along too. So Oregon National Forest is out. California has strict restrictions, and Washington State, we've been talking to Scott and Terry, and the last time I talked to them, it was a $500 fine to be moving around. I know they're starting to kind of lax up a little bit and this and that, but you know, if we could make our way to, we were thinking Colorado again, just because of the elevation change and to be able to go up in elevation and get into cooler temperatures for the summertime. And, you know, that's kind of what we like to do is chase the 70 and 80 degree weather and not be in 100-degree weather and in the middle of the summertime. So it is kind of starting to hinder us a little bit in that way, is that it's starting to get hotter here. If we do leave here, we will probably have to pay to go into campgrounds to use showers as we move across the country because our gym is not open. And even if we did the Boondockers Welcome, a lot of those people don't allow you to take a shower in their house, nor would I feel really comfortable doing that. So we feel comfortable doing that at our subscribers' houses because, you know, they feel like they know us. And when we get there, we're doing our best to learn about them and get into their lives and see what, you know, to experience what they do and everything and enjoy that moment. And it usually involves us going into their home and this and that. And we do feel comfortable using their facilities. But a stranger during this time, I don't even know if you were in Boondockers Welcome, if they would allow you to come inside and take a shower. We're just strangers to them, even though we're on YouTube. We're not famous or anything. I don't consider us famous or anything like that. So most people don't know who we are, you know, and I can understand why you wouldn't, you know, you're doing Boondockers Welcome a service, not allowing people in your house. So I've never really figured out how that works, but until our
Okay, so we have a couple of other questions. We had a question about how old are we? I am 26 and Mike is 44. Where are you originally from? Mike is from Kentucky and I am originally from Chicago. You are great kids. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Jolene just messaged us a huge thank you for making my family happy. My friend was recording me and sent a video to my mom.
Oh wow, that was pretty cool. Definitely.
So that's really cool. And that is the kind of things that we like to use this channel for.
Absolutely.
I mean, we're no one, but if we can use this platform to do things like this, that is what we enjoy doing. And that's, you know, that's what living in life is all about, you know, is doing things like this for other people. And
so Joe said, I knew Mike was Southern. You could definitely tell when he talks.
A little bit.
There's certain words that you just know.
That he's from the South, right? Well, we've been on here for 25 minutes.
Yes, and we are so thankful you guys came on here and was able to surprise Shar with us.
Yeah, so we're going to get off of here. I hope you guys had a great Mother's Day, and I hope you're finding a place to, a big bug just hit me. I hope you're finding a place to, oh, Bob and Wanda, how's it going?
Oh,
We will fly home tomorrow from Arizona. Look on your incoming. Just, oh, thanks a lot. We always appreciate everything you guys do. Bob and Wanda, if you don't know, they came to the Scott and Terry's meetup. They were one of our subscribers.
We went and seen them in
Patreon.
Arizona.
We ended up staying at their house in Olympia. We built a skid plate.
We did,
Pressure washed our engine and built a skid plate for the bottom. Did a complete tune-up on the van. I put in the little electrical outlet on the side over there that we've been using. And I bought, Bob, you might be interested. I got a thing for the water, buddy. I got a thing to put in my water on the side. So when we're at a place like this and we have a water hose, I can attach water to. So in the next couple of days, I need to borrow a drill bit from William down the street. It's big enough and long enough that I can run one big drill bit, metal bit all the way through and attach this in line and put a one-way check valve and all that good stuff. And that way, when we're at a campground, we can just kind of plug into the water and have, water for no problem. But I hope you guys enjoy your flight home. Yes, I do not. Please travel safe.
I know you guys are glad to be back in Washington, and we will definitely call you tomorrow and make sure you made it home.
Okay. Let us know. Give us a text and let us know you guys made it. It's really nice whenever this is the kind of things that we love to do, is go meet our subscribers, the Bob and Wandas, and we, like I said, we made all that in Olympia. Then we went to Arizona and hung out with them again. So that's what this is all about, guys, is meeting new people, meeting our subscribers, and having fun out here on the road. So, but we're going to get off here. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you had a great Mother's Day, and I hope you have a great couple of days. We got a new video out. I hope you go check that out. I'll try to get you another video out tomorrow night. Thanks for watching. Please like,
comment,
and subscribe.
Check us out on Instagram and Patreon.
Hit the bell for more notifications.
And we'll see you in the next one.
Have a good night, guys.